What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. In today's video, we've got another airdrop guide for you. And today we're talking about the data ownership protocol. They're having an airdrop that's been confirmed, and even better, it's on their testnet. And the reason this is important is because testnets, what they mean is that you don't have to have your own liquidity. So you're not risking anything and you only have gains. Whereas when you work in mainnets, you'll have to use your liquidity to do transactions, sometimes even lock some of it up in the case of farming yields, liquidity pools. This time we don't need to worry about that. So it's fantastic. And I'm here to give you the full guide. It's pretty simple, but we'll still go through it to make sure you're all good. And if you have any comments after the fact, post below and I'll make sure to get back to you. Or you can DM me on Twitter. The contact details are above. Before we get into any of this, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. You gotta do your own research. Use this as one of many other article or touch points that you have. So let's get into it. The link for this protocol is in the link, or the link of this protocol is in the description below. You can find it there. And what you want to do when you go to the link is you can read the white paper if you'd like. The white paper, what it tells you is it's really about empowering users in this protocol to selectively disclose their on-chain activities. Right now, everything is open. How do we make it so you only show certain amounts of data? I think this is very important because I forget when this came up, but I forget where it was, but I think some government agencies have distributed sort of when, let's just say like Celsius or something got hacked, or they went bankrupt, sorry. Well, here's all these people's names who have all this money in crypto, and all of a sudden, now those people can be found, right? Like any criminal now knows, hey, this person has X dollars, I'm gonna go find them. So transparency is very good, but at the same time, you don't want people to know how much money you have. You don't want them counting your pockets. If that happens, this is going to be like causing a ton of criminal activity. Hopefully it doesn't happen. And I love that they're working on a protocol to help increase security and sort of keep the transparency there, but make it so that we can keep ourselves safe as well. If you want to check out their Twitter, I've linked that in the description below as well. They give a ton of announcements here. This is how I heard about their testnet airdrop. So not a bad thing to do. So the first thing you want to do when you go to sign up, right, is you click on Explore Testnet, and it'll take you to a page here, DOP Testnet Terms and Conditions. Obviously, I don't think anyone in the history of terms and conditions has read this, but either way, I always just check the yes. I put my email in. Once you put your email in, it'll give you one of two options. I'm new here, or I already have a DOP wallet. If you have already started this process, you go and import your wallet. They would have given you a seed phrase of sorts. If you're new here, like I'm going to be just in this test run, I click on Create Wallet. By creating wallet, I set a wallet password. I've already done this. This is why it's a screenshot. And then after I hit submit, it shows my seed phrase. That's why I've done screenshots of these things so I don't show it. Once you get your seed phrase, what you do is you write it down, and then you go back and you confirm the order of the seed phrase. Once you've done that, you get this notice. Congratulations, your wallet is now set up and ready to use. Blah, blah, blah. Here's all the things you're used to seeing. Then it'll ask you to unlock your wallet. So you do so with the password that you set a few steps ago. And then it says, welcome to the testing environment, and connect the MetaMask through which you'd like to claim your future testing reward. Note the rewards are not immediate. Eligible testers who complete all the testnet tasks will be able to claim the reward only after the official launch of the token in early 2024 by returning to the site. So you'll have to sort of go back to the site in order to know. So obviously, this is why I think it's very important that you follow data ownership protocol. Make sure you're following the official Twitter You can also follow my Twitter at @TheBrownGentYT. I'll also make sure that I retweet it, so it's gonna be even harder to miss, right? So make sure you remember by helping yourself by sort of following both of us. Once you've done this and you connected your MetaMask, and one of the things I recommend is when you're connecting to a ton of protocols, while this site might be safe, just in general, you want to get used to using secondary wallets to connect and do your airdrop farming. And the reason for that is then you don't need to care as much because you only have a few dollars maybe on that wallet. The last thing you want to do is take your heavy wallet, huge chunks of money, and start using that to interact with stuff. Because if you click on the wrong link, maybe you're tired, you may go to a website that actually drains your funds, and you want to sort of minimize all of that. So keep one wallet as your bank. I will do a video about this, but when you're doing this, have that consideration in mind as well. So now we come here, and there are 8 steps you have to do to qualify. The first step is to sign in with X or Twitter. So you need to have a Twitter account. That's one definite requirement. Then you just authorize the app to access my account. Cool. Sign in with X. Follow DOP on X. So it opens up a screen. I hit follow. This is on another account just to sort of show you guys. Confirm you follow DOP on X. A snapshot will be taken at an undisclosed date and time before the token launch. Users who do not follow us at that moment will not be eligible for the testnet reward. Of course. So this is actually really smart. A lot of people do this process. They do all the things that are asked and then they undo it, like tweeting, following, whatever. So making sure they snapshot doing it is pretty good. Hey, Umar, you know what? Thank you so much. I actually found that I've gotten a lot more engagement both on Twitter and on YouTube ever since I started posting these. And this is a great way to help people sort of, if you have $0, these testnet tutorials are fantastic because they help you build, thousands of dollars. And if you have thousands of dollars, then the mainnet ones are fantastic because like if you use like Manta, like there's another protocol that I showed a few days ago, you can earn massive rewards. And airdrop farming now is so important. And I think Christian Peter said it so well. It's all these projects have been waiting for the bull market to launch their token. So if that's the case, you should be airdrop farming heavily now. And at the tail end of the bull run, we don't need to worry. And especially as well, think about it. I'd rather have way more funds earlier so I can buy more Bitcoin, buy more Ethereum, buy more whatever it is to sort of help me get there. But yeah, love the comment. So now that we've done that, we'll now go to the next step, which is claim Sepolia Ethereum. So this is just getting some ETH on the testnet. So I'll hit claim. Like I said, this will be probably the easiest airdrop tutorial video you've ever seen because they literally walk you through it step by step. But I'm going to do it with you guys just in case. It just happened here. Connect, MetaMask. I think my Rabby wallet took over, guys. Just give me 1 second. All right. We'll claim. And now we'll connect here. So now you don't see this, and I will screenshot it. So this is a transaction that shows up on my MetaMask. It's just basically using the testnet ETH. I'm going to confirm. Obviously, you won't see that because this is a screenshot. But the way I share is I have to share a window, not with the full screen, because then you can see like everything. I don't want to do that. So once that's done, we'll go back to the testnet. It'll sort of load. Waiting. Maybe I'll just refresh it here. Okay. So far we've claimed the Sepolia ETH. So we've claimed the ETH on the testnet that was completed. We'll now add the contract to our wallet. So we'll claim. So it's going to do that transaction I mentioned. We'll just let this go. Agreed. Oh yeah. I mean, I think that's just the reality. It's just so hard when you're in these markets and things just seem to just nonstop go up. It's just a human emotion, right? There are very few opportunities. So when people see that, it's sort of, I think it's, I think all of this is tied back to biology, right? Like our bodies, and I don't want to go into a philosophical, I can never say that word right, philosophical discussion. Basically, when we were hunter-gatherers, we wouldn't eat for weeks at a time. I say we, the people we're descended from. And when we saw a massive opportunity to actually get food, we stockpiled. Why? Because we knew that this stuff is rare. So like I think that's where greed comes from too. I think it's just a biological instinct. The same way like jealousy is a biological instinct. It's not the reason people get jealous is, we're designed to spread our genetics. So if we feel like the person we're with is not honest or dishonest, then that's the jealousy thing that comes in. I think every one of the human emotions is tied to a specific biological imperative. So that's my little tangent. I know you're here for an airdrop guide, so I'll just stop. So now that we've done this, claim the testnet DOP, we're now going to claim testnet assets. So we're going to get testnet assets of several crypto assets, and now we can do test action. So import these contracts into your wallet to view the tokens. Okay, we'll hit claim. Once again, you know what, I'll just put this here so you can see it. But I'm going to hit approve. It's going to be the same thing over and over again. It's just literally completing transactions. Oh, agreed. Sorry, I thought you meant greed because the bull market, everybody kept buying and it's just going up. Makes sense. I'm driving. All right, cool. Well, drive safe. You can still listen in, or you can, come back, tune in later. So now that that's approved, we've got our testnet assets. So we've done 4 steps already, right? The 5th step is to encrypt our assets. So now you'll practice encrypting assets with DOP. Then you'll be able to use the encrypted assets for confidential transactions. You might get a spending cap request on MetaMask. We recommend selecting max. Because it's a testnet, it's okay to do that. In any other situation, I would never recommend this. And the reason for that is if you were to do that, let's just say, you then give the contract the authority to pull those assets from your wallet anytime. And while right now, that protocol might be safe, if they get hacked, the hacker can then use that pre-signed agreement to pull funds from your account. Doesn't matter. They get it all solved out. It's crypto. You can't get your money back. So it may cost you a little more in gas when you're doing typical transactions, but try as much as possible to only allow around the amount that you want to use in that moment, unless you put an expiration date of maybe like a few minutes on it. All right, so select token. Let's do DOP USD. I'm going to put like 1,000. So 1,000, you can see that here. I'm going to encrypt it. I'm not going to screenshot the MetaMask thing here, but basically you'll see a custom spending cap that shows up. I'll put max here because it doesn't matter. It's a testnet. And now it's encrypting. So we will wait for that to complete. I'll take a sip of my Red Bull. I don't remember it taking this long before. But we'll see. Speed up. Sure. Okay, took a while, successfully encrypted. So that task is completed. Now I think you can go, I don't think you can do it more, but because we've already done one, so you can't really go back. Now, step 6 is you send assets. So now you'll practice sending your encrypted assets. After completing, you can check your wallet transactions to see how the DOP protocol maintains privacy. The idea here is you send it and it masks it, right? This is the whole reason of doing the encrypted transaction is without doing such, you would not be able to tell, sorry, you would be able to tell everything. So now we go to DOP account, right? So we're good. I got 1,000 DOP USDT. Let's put like 700 and hit send. Oh wait, here, test DOP account. So that's the address we're sending it to. So we pick the address we're sending it to. We pick the token. I have 1,000 of it. I'm sending 700. I'll hit send. Once again, confirm transaction. I'll just put max 2,000. And now I've confirmed in MetaMask. Once again, it's loading. I apologize for the lengthy-ish video. Feel free to fast forward whenever you're watching this after the fact, but I just want to sort of show you guys every step of the process. And I'm going to try to do this as much as possible with both my airdrop farming guides in the future and also my airdrop claiming guides to help everyone when we're going through it, so that there's sort of a lot of questions you get on specific nuances, hopefully that I'll be able to answer for you. All right, so successfully transferred 700 USDT. Let's view this in Explorer. So over here, you see here, you can't tell how much was sent. Transaction fee, 0, sure. But you have 0 idea what the value of it is. And that's so important, because this is where we're able to get that privacy that we're looking for. So here's the value add. And I think this is really cool, because hopefully they'll be able to layer this on top of various blockchains with that technology. So completed the task, perfect. All right, the next step is to decrypt. So basically what that means is there's no value in having a encrypted token. So let's just say we had Ethereum, right? We encrypted Ethereum, we sent it to somebody. Now that person who received the encrypted Ethereum, what are they gonna do with it, right? They need to be able to use it in a protocol. And to do that, they need to decrypt it and then use it to interact. So that's why there's an encrypt and a decrypt, right? Imagine that as like the intermediary step. Hey Solo, how's it going? Good afternoon to you as well. I hope you're having a great, I don't know if it's a holiday for everyone, but hope everyone's having a great holiday season. How much do I think the average person will gain from this airdrop? It's hard to tell. So what I will say is, when you're working on, you know what? I'll answer that question while the decrypting is going on, just because it seems to take a while. So we'll put 300 here. We'll decrypt 100. Once again, the account, I'm going to put my password here, and we'll decrypt. And then once I've done that, once I've confirmed, then is when I will, oh no, not enough ETH. Deposit what? No. I'm out of ETH for this. I wonder if I can go to a faucet here. Okay, let's get some more ETH if we can. Just give me 1 second while I do that. I'm just gonna get Sepolia. Faucet. And what I will do is I will make sure that I put the link to this in the description as well. This is why we do it, right? So we don't have any issues. So should a robot. Okay. Sorry guys. The weird thing that just happened here. Verify to continue. Sure. So you gotta do the most. All right, send me some ETH. Good. So I'm doing this right now. Send me some ETH. Okay. Cool. So just send me some ETH. Now what I'll do while I'm waiting is I'll answer Mythlene's question. So a testnet airdrop typically will be less than a usual mainnet drop. So it could range, maybe $5, $10, $20, $50, $100. It's never substantial. There are some circumstances, depending on how many people do it. So it really depends on reception to it. I think it was it Optimism, or maybe it was Aptos. I think it was Aptos that just for signing up for their testnet, you got $7,000 worth of their token. Like, imagine that. You literally just put your email address, here's $7,000. So you can't really tell. I would not think it will be 4 figures. Maybe it'll be 3 figures. I think that's what it will look like. So what I would say is it's literally no work, and like there's a lot of upside. And I personally couldn't live with myself if you know, it was $5,000 or even $2,000 and I chose not to do this. I think a lot of us have done a lot more for a lot less. So I think, you know, I would spend a few minutes doing it. And the other beautiful thing about this is if you're truly into crypto and you like this stuff, you learn a lot about these protocols while having some exposure to this and learning, right? You go through the protocol. At the same time, you learn a bit more about what the gaps are in the technology that exists, because a lot of us plan on, yes, we want to make money with crypto. I don't think that's I don't think anyone will say they don't. But a lot of people also understand that this could be the future or will be the future of finance. What things do we need to have? And look, being able to be in these is great exposure, great learning. I recommend, you know, anytime you have an opportunity on a testnet, yes, the rewards are fantastic. Also do it from the learning perspective, because you don't have to put any of your own money up to get this knowledge. Hope that answered the question. All right, awesome. That's fantastic, Solo. All right, let's go back to the testnet and see if we can go back to my testing progress. So we're on step 7. We'll get started. We'll try this again. DOP, put 100, and Decrypt. Hopefully the Sepolia ETH has come in. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, it is not. And honestly, like, you know, you guys don't need to see me do this to sort of understand like what you need to do. All that is an approval. So imagine that's done. Once that's done, the last step, and this is sort of the last of 8 steps, is you need to send this link to 3 people at least who use this to sign up so for you to get reward eligibility. And then on top of it, any additional people that you get to, you know, use your link to sign up, you would get a 20% bonus for each of them who completes the testnet. Now, what I'm doing is I've already gotten my 3, right? So like, I don't plan on completing this. The reason is, you know, I don't think it's fair for me to try to farm 2 of this. So, you know, some people will. I'm not doing it. I'm only doing this to show everyone like kind of how the process is. But I already have my 3 done. So I put the link to like one of my buddies. So if you want to sign up using his link, it's in the description below. And as he gets 3, I'm going to shift to more people that I know in the ecosystem who have this. And maybe even if you want it for yourself as well after the fact, reach out to me and I'll replace your link. I'll put you guys in a queue. So every time somebody hits their quota of 3, we go to the next person, right? But my recommendation is definitely use the link in the description below, unless you have a friend who's already done this, in which case, yeah, for sure, use their link. But that's the last step you need to do, right? So you got to do all 8. It's not enough to do all 7. You do all 7, it's fantastic. You decrypt, but if you don't invite 3 friends, you will not get this. At least that's my understanding, right? To join the DOP testnet for reward eligibility, right? And remember, you will only be able to claim your reward only using the same wallet with which you completed the testnet tasks, right? So this is the sort of wallet address that I use it for. Whatever, you'll know all of that after the fact. I hope that helps. This was supposed to be a very short video. Comment down below what your thoughts are. What do you think of this protocol? At the end of the day, if you found value in the video, I'd love it if you liked, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.